What's going on, everyone? It's Mike from the CarBar here, and welcome to the new car reveal. So, in case you don't already know, I managed to crash the Focus I was driving, which I was doing work to. Somewhat disappointing, but something good came out of it, which is this 2005 Legacy GT Limited Sedan. It's got 65,000 miles on it, 5-speed manual, and I'm pretty sure it's the same motor that's in the 2008 through 13 STI with the EJ255. Now, when I saw this, I was kind of thrown off because it's in red, and not many Subarus really come in red, especially since it's a Legacy GT. I kind of wanted it in like a silver or a blue, but the red kind of warmed up to me. It looks really nice, I think. It's a lot different, and I kind of like how it's going to stand out amongst other Subarus. I think it's really nice. The beige interior, I actually really like in here. I would have gone with black, but for the price and the opportunity, I think beige actually isn't all that bad. It's got the leather seats. It's the limited model. So in 2005, they had the GT and the GT Limited, and past then they only did the GT Limited. So in 2005, I guess this is a bit more rare, considering it is a limited. It's got these Subaru sills here, which I think are really cool. It's got a Momo steering wheel, which is nice, so I don't have to wrap it because I think it looks really good to begin with. So 5-speed manual, because if you're driving a boosted Subaru, it's got to be a manual. There's no other option. We have seat warmers, which is good because it's really damn cold in Connecticut this time of year. It's like 26 degrees out. It's freezing. My hands are numb already. There's like dual climate control or whatever. That really doesn't concern me, but it's cool to have. Now, on this car right here, this display here actually shows me my fuel economy, which is really nice to know because these cars are like not known to be fuel efficient. But when I was driving this around recently, I was getting like 30 miles to the gallon. I was doing great. I'm really happy about that. Now, if I take the key and put it to the accessory position, you'll notice there's a tachometer. A tach. I'm not used to having that. On the Focus, there was no tach. For some reason, they decided on the manual, let's not put a tachometer in there. So now I have one. I can finally see that. It feels amazing having that there. I really like the gauge cluster in this car. Having the tach on the left is a lot nicer than having it on the right, in my opinion. And you can see there we got 65,000 miles. Feels great. This runs on the good old 93 premium, so affording fuel is going to be fun, paying a lot of that. There are some, blemishes here and there, for the paint. There's kind of scuffed up. I do want to get the interior detailed. I want to do it myself because I think that'll be cool, learning how to do that with leather and whatnot. On the handbrake here, this leather is kind of just come off, so it's just being held in place where it kind of hooks into the leather here. So that just kind of dangles. I'll get that fixed at one point. We got a sunroof, which is awesome. Not used to having that. That is really cool. So far, the only mod I've done to this, and if not really a mod, but the only thing I've done to it are the Cobb WeatherTech floor mats. I wanted to get WeatherTechs, and I think I'm going to be getting a lot of like performance stuff from Cobb, so I decided to just go with the Cobb WeatherTechs. It was a good premium price, but it gets all the floor in the whole car, so wherever your feet are, it'll be nice and protected. And I've seen great reviews on WeatherTech, so it just seemed like a good idea for me. I also bought this sweatshirt, which is really cool. I feel spiffy with it on. Now, in terms of what I want to do with this car in the near future, I'm looking to get both the front and rear bumper replaced first. Now, if we look up front, there's a lot of, blemishes and, paint scratch, broken, bad. It's just kind of worn out and bad. Here on the grill, we can see it's chipped, which is kind of an eyesore. I don't like that too much. I really like the mesh grill though, and I would like to get the Hella horns, the red ones. It'll accent the paint really nicely. On this side, there's a good old scratchy. I don't like how that looks. It kind of bothers me. And I was thinking either a JDM front bumper, but that's very expensive, and there's a lot of work to do with the front crash bar, whatever that's called. You have to like shave it down or buy the JDM one to make it fit. Because on the USDM Legacies, you can see it kind of sticks out a lot here. While on the JDM, it's pushed back and it looks a lot nicer. I also plan to get a license plate relocation, so it'll pop out there instead of having to go in the middle there, because I don't like how it looks in the middle. So I think for the time being, and since it's cheaper, I'll probably end up getting a USDM front bumper and painting it just so it's nice and clean, because this one's kind of filthy. The lights, I want to first see if I can restore them with wet sanding and polishing to make it nice and clear. But I would like to get the JDM Liberty or the JDM Legacy like clear lights, so there's no amber right there, so I can replace the indicator lights with clear ones. I think that'll look really cool with LEDs all in the headlights. Now, this car is not entirely stock, which is a bit disappointing, but for the price I can't really complain. So if I lift the hood here, we can see there is a cold air intake, which I'm going to replace with a Grimspeed one at one point, because this is, I believe, AEM, and I don't like that. I want to go mostly Grimspeed and Cobb parts for this. The dealer I bought it from said it's an aftermarket intercooler. I think it actually might be, because there's no, you can kind of see under here, there's no black plastic where the stock intercooler normally is, so I think you might be right about that. If you look right after the turbo here, I don't know if you can tell, but there is a Cobb downpipe right after the turbo. And I'm not sure if this is even a stock turbo. I'm not entirely sure, but it kind of just, it doesn't look like the stock VF40 that comes on here normally. So I'll have to go check that out and see what's good with it. Other than that, I believe the engine is all stock, just those mods. I don't know, he just said intake, intercooler, and downpipe. From what I saw, maybe turbo, who knows. The exhaust system is completely stock, so that's good. Now, this car is not 100% ready to be driven. I have to do kind of like a basic tune-up to it. I've got to make sure all the fluids are where they should be. I believe it's leaking antifreeze or something. Not really sure. We have to check that out. So like brake fluid, washer fluid, blinker fluid. Got to make sure we have enough coolant. Got to really go through everything just to make sure that the car is safe to drive on the road. The calipers are kind of corroded, front and rear. These are just the rears for now. The lug nuts are nice and corroded and rusted. The wheels are kind of just all a big mess. As you can see here as well, it's bad. It's really bad. And this caliper is even worse. So, you know, the first few mods might just be, you know, wheels and brakes. All in all, this is a fantastic car. I'm gonna have a ton of fun with it. And it's going to be the center of the channel for a pretty good amount of time. Nate is looking to get something similar, so look forward to that in the future. I won't be driving it today just because, as I've mentioned previously, it's not really road ready. I could drive it, but I just don't want to risk it. I want to make sure everything's set and good to go. Stick around. We will have really cool videos coming soon for this car. So my hands are actually now starting to fall off because it is so cold out here. So if you enjoyed watching, please click like, subscribe, leave a comment. It really helps out. We want to get you guys more content, especially now that we have something to give you guys content with, something kind of exciting. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.